The same women that are under Wade Wilson's posts are the same women that are writing letters to Chris Watts.
What's up, guys? Welcome on another episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are joining for the very first time, Wade Wilson, the man who murdered brutally unalive two women and as well tried to run another over, has been going viral for the past few days now because of what some women have to say and what some women have been posting about this man. These women have been reacting a certain way to the test trap of this man that has been going viral on TikTok. You see some love emoji, you see so many women just testing over this man, and it has sparked a lot of conversation because this man asked you two women and as well try to run over another, and now there are women, some women, not all women, how they're literally testing over this man. It has sparked a lot of conversation on TikTok because are these women being delusional, or they are just catching crews, or this is actually the real people that they are attracted to. Remember, the same thing happened during the doorman situation and people are talking about it. I have put together all of these clips, so without wasting much time, let's get right into it.
Are y'all really surprised by what some of these women are commenting under the thirst trap compilations of Wade Wilson? You know, the guy who brutally murdered two women and tried to murder his girlfriend? Why do you think this movie series was so popular among predominantly women? I've never seen them, but it's essentially about the love triangle between a woman, a vampire, and a werewolf. Two monsters. And you have women commenting, "I can change him," or "I might need to see my therapist after this," under videos of Wade Wilson, a monster. So again, I ask, why do you think this was so popular? Just sit and think about the kind of character he was and some of the things he did in this movie. Now tell me, why do you think this movie was so popular? Everybody knows this character, right? Of course you do. Why do you think this TV show was so popular among women? It's the same reason why this movie exists, and it's exactly why some women are fantasizing over Wade Wilson. One of women's deepest fantasies is to encounter an aggressive man, maybe even dangerous man, and be the one to tame him. That's why the bad boy archetype as a love interest is as popular as it is, not only in movies, but in real life too. It's not that women actually want a dangerous monster if it came down to it, but they'll still fantasize about it, and some of them might even explore that fantasy. It all comes down to wanting to take that risk and seeing if they can be the one to tame the beast. And now that I look at him, he kind of looked like a grizzly bear. Maybe women weren't lying when they said they choose.
The same women that are under Wade Wilson's posts are the same women that are writing letters to Chris Watts. These are the same women that are going to leave you at clubs all roofed out for the next dude that gives them attention. And it's crazy because many years ago, men would say women aren't lustful, women aren't schmexual. And what is happening now is proving the absolute opposite. I believe that lust and physical attraction has so many women in a chokehold. These women will leave practically anything behind for a man that looks good. I saw Wade Wilson. Yes, he's an attractive man. But knowing what I know about him makes him so unattractive to me. He makes me I am repulsed. I am repulsed. This man ran over a woman and said that he didn't stop until she looked like spaghetti. I do not understand how women are under these posts. I don't get it. But you know what? Let the trash take itself out. Let Darwinism do what it do. Let these women fight for this man's affection. And you know what? I'm gonna take it a step further. If y'all women want a dude like Wade Wilson, just get back on the dating apps. There's thousands of dudes like Wade Wilson and Chris Watts just waiting to fulfill all your unaliving fantasies. Furthermore, I think that some of these women think because they don't look like the victims, they think that they look better than the victims, that wouldn't happen to them. Or they would love a partner like him because they would love an accomplice. Someone that would do the same exact thing they would do to someone that they don't respect or like, which is very scary. And so when you see women making posts like this, even if it's your homegirl saying, "Yeah, I like him. Yeah, hurt me. I would love that." Okay. You need to clock that, and you need to stay the hell away from that kind of woman.
So you're telling me this Wade Wilson guy is getting the death penalty for what he did to multiple women? And you got women in the comment sections talking about some, oh, he's fine and he's daddy and I'm trying to have his kids. There is no way y'all are the same bitches that were picking the bear a month ago. There's no way. Because I peeped this too. Y'all did the same shit with Jeffrey Dahmer. Motherfuckers were defending y'all 10 toes down as to why y'all were choosing the bear. I'm so fucking disappointed in y'all. See, now it's starting to make some sense. The only reason some of y'all pick the bear is because y'all don't know how to pick a man. And on that note, I now revert back to my old ways where I say I do not support all women because some of you bitches are dumb.
Everything I learned about book talk is against my will. Imagine me, a writer, reader, girl of the finer things, understanding finally that book talk is just a bunch of freaky frogs. Like, y'all will leave harassing comments under a tree stump with googly eyes pasted to it, let alone a serial who is on trial for the penalty, let alone was tattooed under his eyeball. It's a symbol that's very, very popular with a couple of sneezies. I hate talking in cold, but y'all been flagging me so much because I'm really finna flame y'all. The nerve of y'all to now finally backtrack because you're finally getting a little pushback from people that are being like, hey man, dude offed a couple of women in a spree, admitted it, and is kind of asking for the full penalty, and his own father was one of was one of the people that testified against him. All he had to do was wear a little slick back and a suit. Are y'all serious right now? And I really mean this at the point of, I use this word so much on here, but there's so many different levels of losers on the internet, and book talk groupies are one of the ones that were baffling. I thought that we were talking about books, bro. I thought we were talking about what we reading next, who we enjoying to next. Actually, I'm fine with smut. But this warping that I've seen from Booktop over the years, like a lot of the scandals of y'all straight up harassing people or leaving thirst trap comments under a dude who went on a spree, that's just sad. And I hope y'all feel pathetic because it really is.
What's going on? I'm going to hold your hand when I say this, but if you cannot separate the Wade Wilson stuff from the fictional books that we read, it's time for you to put the books down and seek help for real. Am I going to fault you for your mind going there? Not too much, because you're only human. But what I am going to fault you for is for allowing your mind to stay there and allowing your mind to go there, think that's okay, and publicly try to stand on it. Like all of y'all that are going goo goo gaga heart eyes over the video of him walking into the courthouse, make sure you watch the video of the victim's son giving his full impact speech. And then come back to reality and seek help. And immediately understand that you now have to resign from calling yourself a part of Book Talk, because that's just not what we're on. The where's Book Talk comments, the wait till the dark romance girlies see this, the comparisons to a fictional fucking character, it's just giving next level delusional and most definitely not a part of Book Talk.
All right, let's talk about Wade Wilson, right? Looks aren't everything, but it's most of it. Wade Wilson is a whole psychopath. We know what he does, right? Right? Correct, right? But since women find him attractive, they would still uck him. The whole bad boy fetish, bro, it has to be a mental illness. It's the same complex when women say, oh, I love a street guy, I like drug dealers, I like scammers. It's that same thing. I like hood guys. It's the same complex. When you look good as a man or a woman, people tend to let a lot of things slide, bro. For example, Wade Wilson, you could be a whole psychopath killer. You can do whatever you want to do as long as you look good. And you will be surprised on how many men are dealing with psychopathic women or crazy women, but they deal with it because she looks good, bro. Looks are everything, bro. Like, to some people, it's crazy, bro. Put it like this. If a handsome dude does something.
All right, so here's my little take on the Wade Wilson situation. So I saw creators talking about how y'all are out here like googly eyes over this man. Okay, so two things. One, so the search bar said Wade Wilson fine. Really? I clicked on that search, and how do y'all say, is the fine man in the room? Because when I clicked on it, all I saw baby, Underbite City and all those scary tattoos. Is the fine man in the room with us? That's one. Two, I feel like women that like Wade Wilson and that are like, after him, knowing that he unalived two women with his bare hands, hours apart. The women that don't care and they're just like, oh, you better watch them because they will probably do it to you. or like they don't like women. The women that like him, despite what he has done, they just don't like women. A woman has hurt them in their life, and they don't like you bitches. That's it. They're happy. Because let me tell you, I don't have dark humor, but I do say some off-the-wall things sometimes that some people will say that's dark humor. And at one point in my life, I literally said, I see why Ted Bundy did what he did to you bitches. Because at that point, I didn't like women, even though I am, in fact, a woman. But yeah, some women can be so vile that you know, wouldn't mind seeing some harm done to them. But not just random women, but I get it. But I don't get it. I get that, but it still doesn't make it right. And yeah. Oh, and one creator was saying that like women don't care about looks when the guy, they don't care about whether a guy is dangerous or not as long as he's attractive, and women care about looks. Certain women care about looks. Women can absolutely get around caring about looks. It is not unheard of to not be, to not care about looks. It's not all women. Nobody, it's never an all. So never speak like it's all, because it's never all. Okay? If it were all, there wouldn't be so many stories of how I got done wrong by Ugmo or Little Wee Wee Man. There's always an exception. A lot of women don't care about looks or sheet work. They care about long walks at the bank. Or sheet work. Look, be ugly and got it going on in other areas. Yeah. In the other news, though, Biden sure sounded like me. That's how I talk. Be talking out loud like I already said what I thought out loud, but I didn't. So I'm talking to him. Anyway, yeah, it's the fine man here with us. When I clicked on that, who? Fine way. See, nah, he not fine enough to be out here hurting people, and y'all still talking about, ooh, daddy. Fix that. That boy, he strange looking.
Wade Wilson was sentenced to the death penalty for unaliving two women. And the top search for this man is Wade Wilson fine. And when you go to videos about him, you have women talking about how attractive he is. You have women making videos about how attractive he is. This is a man who brutally unalived two women. But these are the same women who picked the bear. And that's exactly why my take was exactly like it was. Because the reality is, when y'all find a man to be attractive, you don't see any fear. You're only scared of men you don't find attractive. Shout out to John Cannon, because he said it first. Y'all only are scared of men that you don't find attractive. But fine men can get away with anything with y'all. If that man is attractive, he can get you to come to his house without you knowing him. He can come pick you up from your house without you knowing him. He can get away with murder, literally, when y'all find him to be attractive. There's a psychopath here on TikTok who got a comment section full of women shooting a shot at him. Even though he has been clinically diagnosed as being a psychopath, he has even talked about he has thoughts of unaliving people, and women still want him. Women are still in his comment section shooting a shot. You know why? Because women find him to be attractive. And y'all let men who are attractive get away with a lot.
And this is why when women go around lying and talking about they don't care about looks, I just laugh. And I laugh even harder at the men who believe that women don't care about looks.
When I tell you guys that my jaw dropped seeing some of the comments and some of the stitch or reposts that I'm seeing from some women using love emoji on a man who brutally unalived two women and tried to run over another is the craziest part of it all. Sometimes I always think that these people who post this type of videos or who post this type of things online are not real people, but you guys, they are real people. As a woman, knowing fully well that this man brutally unalived two women and tried to kill another one but was unsuccessful, but you have the nerve, the gut to post online and start testing over a man that has just killed your fellow woman. Like, is that even making sense at all? Where are people buying the balls, the audacity, the gut, even be able to do this on the media, knowing fully well that there is always a footprint? They will always trace you. These things the media does not forget. I hope it doesn't come back to bite them in the ass. And testing over him saying he's fine and all of that with all that tattoos on his head literally looks like a mon and a star. This person said, the Wade Wilson situation taught me that women only fear men they aren't attracted to. Another one said, some women have been telling on themselves and their lack of good intuition and instinct every time they post about being years together with a partner and no ring. Record strangers in public. To test. Another one said, never heard of him until I started seeing these TikTok videos, and dude does not even look that good at all. Exactly. He has tattoo all over his head. He literally looks like a real life mon and a star. He is a Another person said, nah, those are just demons attracted to other demons. And this is one of the comments that I 100% agree with, because it takes you to be a demon to be attracted to someone like that. You can't be someone who is good and clean and be attracted to something like that. Those are just demons attracted to other demons. They they both on heads to cause chaos, and I said it. Another one said, I figured this out in high school. I was a goofy guy, but I got weird looks sometimes. But the popular, attractive guy says the same goofy jokes and everyone laughed. I understood that. Another one said, I did not know how sick and desperate a lot of women really were until I got on this app. Because you need to be sick, you need to be desperate, you need to be stupid in order for you to be testing over a man that killed fellow women like you. Like, it's not even making any sense. Like, I still struggle. I still don't want to believe that these are real people behind this account doing this thing. I still don't want to believe these are real people in their right senses, literally testing over a man brutally killed two women. Like, what is the gag about? Are you using a love emoji for someone who just brutally murdered two people? It's not funny at all. I remember the same thing with the doorman situation. There were people literally posting videos of them like with this man, and it's not even funny. It's getting weird at this point. Let me hear what you guys think about this and what you think about what these people have to say, and I will catch you guys in the next episode.